Every year, millions of us bring a tree into our living room, decorate it, and make it the centerpiece of our holiday. We dress it up with lights and ornaments, then admire it for weeks. It's a little odd when you think about it. Why do we do this? This isn't just a local quirk, it's a global tradition, from Tokyo to Toronto. In the US alone, we buy around 25 to 30 million real Christmas trees every year, not counting the artificial ones that get reused for decades. The Christmas tree is a universal symbol of the holidays, bringing a splash of green into our homes during the darkest time of year. But have you ever wondered where this tradition started? Why do we go through the trouble of picking out a tree, wrestling it through the door, and untangling endless strings of lights? It's a ritual that takes effort, but we do it year after year. The story behind the Christmas tree is older and more fascinating than you might think. It's a journey that starts with ancient rituals and ends in our cozy living rooms. Understanding its origins makes the tradition even more meaningful. So, let's dig into the history of this beautiful, slightly strange custom. We'll travel from ancient winter festivals to royal palaces and modern homes. The Christmas tree isn't just a decoration, it's a living story. And it's a story worth knowing. Ready to find out why there's a tree in your living room every December? Let's get to the root of this tradition. Because once you know, you'll never look at your holiday tree the same way again. Let's begin. Long before Christmas, people celebrated evergreens as symbols of life and hope during winter. In the darkest days, evergreens stayed green, reminding everyone that spring would return. Ancient Egyptians filled their homes with green palm rushes to honor Ra, their sun god, during the winter solstice. Romans celebrated Saturnalia by decorating with evergreen boughs, hoping for a fruitful new year. Vikings believed evergreens were sacred to Balder, the god of light. Druids in Northern Europe used evergreens to symbolize everlasting life. These traditions weren't about Christmas, but about finding hope in the darkest time of year. Bringing greenery indoors was a way to connect with nature and celebrate life. These ancient customs laid the groundwork for the Christmas tree. People already saw evergreens as powerful symbols of light and renewal. The idea just needed a new story to become the tradition we know today. And that story would soon take root in Germany. From ancient rituals to modern celebrations, the evergreen's meaning has always been about hope. The Christmas tree is just the latest chapter in a very old tale. Let's see how it became the centerpiece of our holiday. The Christmas tree tradition as we know it began in 16th century Germany. Devout Christians brought decorated trees into their homes, blending old pagan customs with new Christian celebrations. There's a famous story about Martin Luther, who was inspired by stars shining through evergreen branches, and recreated the scene with candles on a tree for his family. Early German trees were decorated with apples, nuts, and candles. Simple, meaningful, and magical. The glowing tree brought light into the home during the darkest time of year. For centuries, this was mostly a German tradition. Other countries saw it as a curious custom, but it hadn't caught on yet. That was about to change, thanks to a royal trendsetter. The Christmas tree was ready to go global. All it needed was a little royal influence. And that's exactly what happened next. Queen Victoria and Prince Albert made the Christmas tree a worldwide sensation. Prince Albert from Germany brought the tradition to England when he married Victoria. In 1848, a drawing of the royal family gathered around a decorated tree at Windsor Castle was published, and everyone wanted to copy them. Suddenly, Christmas trees became fashionable in Britain and America. German immigrants had brought the tradition to America earlier, but it was seen as foreign until the royal endorsement. The Christmas tree quickly became a must-have for families on both sides of the Atlantic. By the late 1800s, it was a holiday staple in American homes. The first Christmas tree lot opened in New York in 1851. Electric lights replaced candles in the 1880s, making trees safer and even more magical. The Christmas tree was now the centerpiece of holiday celebrations everywhere. From royal palaces to city apartments, the tradition had truly gone global. The tree had become a symbol of family, festivity, and joy. And its story was still growing. Today, the Christmas tree is more than a tradition. It's the heart of the holiday season. Whether it's real or artificial, big or small, it brings families together. Each ornament tells a story, turning the tree into a living scrapbook of memories. It's where we gather, sing, and celebrate. The soft glow of its lights fills our homes with warmth and wonder. The tree is a symbol of hope, endurance, and togetherness, just as it was for ancient peoples. So next time you're decorating, remember, you're part of a story that stretches back centuries. You're connecting with ancient rituals, royal traditions, and your own family's history. The Christmas tree is more than a decoration. It's a symbol of joy, light, and love. It's the centerpiece of our holiday memories, and that's something worth celebrating. Happy holidays, and may your tree shine bright. Have blessed and joyful Christmas. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.